Hello, I'm Senna Leith. I'm 23 years old and I'm a professional snowboarder racing snowboard cross for the US snowboard team. I started snowboarding when I was 7 years old, started competing when I was about 9 or 10, and slowly made my way up through the competition scene. And now I race on the World Cup. And one of my proudest accomplishments was stepping on my first World Cup podium this last January, actually, up in Canada. So that was a big highlight in my career, and hopefully I have some more to come. I started skiing when I was 4 years old, and I had always skateboarded and always wanted to snowboard, but my parents really never allowed me until I turned 7. And as soon as I started snowboarding, I haven't been on skis since. And I was just hooked from the beginning. I can remember that first day on the bunny slopes in Colorado and just being super hooked, as it was a sport that I could connect with so well, and it kind of gave me a purpose and a sense of belonging, and was able to provide me a space in my life where I could really set goals and go after those goals and achieve them in something that I was super passionate about. So it was easy for me to chase after, as it was something that made me so happy every single day that I went out on the hill. When I started snowboarding, it really taught me to use my strengths and to focus on one little thing every single day when I went out on the hill to improve my skills and make myself a better rider. And it was one of the first real things in life that connected the world for me, in a sense, because growing up, you had all your idols of all these snowboarders from all these different countries, and even though it was on such a grand scale, that community became tighter the more that you connected with it. And so it was kind of a gateway for me to better understand the world, was as I moved through snowboarding. Of course, there's so many awesome moments that come with snowboarding and through my journey with snowboarding, but there's also hard times, and there's setbacks, and there's failures, and there's all these different parts of it that make it complex and make the journey kind of rewarding, because you have these highs, but you also have these setbacks, and it's important to learn from them and to move forward. I've had tons of failures. I've had injuries. I've had struggle finding my correct path through the competition scene and really finding the part of snowboarding that I fit best in and enjoyed the most, and kind of just trusting in the process and moving forward is what got me to where I am today, to a place where I love exactly where I am. I know it's right where I belong, and where I feel comfortable and confident in myself. One of the biggest things that I know for myself, but I feel like all athletes struggle with, is fear, and more specifically, like the fear of failure. And that's a big thing that I've struggled with throughout my entire career, is that you expect so much of yourself and you want it now, and it's not always going to be a winning result. You're going to have failures, you're going to have setbacks, but learning to really use those failures to your advantage and make every single thing like a learning experience is something that has really helped me moving forward with a positive mindset every single day. Most of the challenges that I deal with internally stem from my sport, but at the same time, my sport has provided me with what I need to overcome those challenges. So it's kind of cool how that dynamic works, because it has taught me to use failure as a driving force to better myself, and it has taught me to hold on to the good days way longer than I hold on to the bad days. And the sport of snowboarding has provided me with a community that is my support system, and support systems are so important to everybody, to have somebody to lean on, to have people to lean on, a whole community to lean on, that helps you become a better person and lifts you up when you need to be lifted up. Everybody faces challenges in life, and you just need to keep moving forward. That's like the most important thing for me, is just to keep moving forward. And I'm so thankful that snowboarding has provided me with a space and a community that helps me move forward. A huge thing for me throughout my life and career has been learning to accept fear and doubt and failure and anxiety all as part of the process that is making us better. And it's not always easy to accept those things, because those aren't things that we naturally like, but you have to learn to accept them for what they are, because they're there as part of our journey that makes us better. And we have to move forward with compassion for ourselves when we even don't feel like it. And we have to learn to find the good in every single day, even if you're finding a positive and a negative. The most impactful thing for me, the most important thing for me that I've learned throughout this whole experience is that you really have to trust in the process and be patient, and know that if you're working hard every single day towards a goal, eventually you're going to reach it. And it's kind of crazy because all of a sudden one day you're like, whoa, I'm here. Like I achieved this goal that you think of for so long, or you reach a level that you've been striving to be at. And you always knew that you were going to make it there if you followed this process. But, you know, each day as you're grinding in the gym, at training, on snow, competitions, moving your way up through the ranks, you're like, oh gosh, you know, this is tedious, but you just slowly chip away at it over time. And then all of a sudden you find yourself there. And that's really incredible, is learning to trust in that process and to be patient, knowing that if you work hard over time, you're going to achieve those goals. I've always told myself that the most important part in achieving a goal is simply starting to work towards it, and to not be scared of failure, and to not be scared of judgment, as hard as that is sometimes, to not be scared of what other people are thinking of you, to focus on what you know you need to do to move forward and to achieve what you want to achieve. One of the things that I have focused on the most, and one of the things that I feel has helped me the most throughout this whole journey, is taking each day one day at a time and focusing on whatever it is that I'm doing that day and doing it the best I possibly can, so that when I lay down to go to bed at night, I kind of have like no regrets. I know that I did everything in my power to achieve my goals. And I guess I'm kind of finding satisfaction in hard work and a job well done more than a result, because that's what I personally have found gives me the most satisfaction. Even if I'm at a race and I don't get the result that I was looking for, if I know that I raced the absolute hardest I could and made the best decisions that I could and did everything in my own personal power to achieve what I was aiming to achieve, then I'm happy with myself. And that's where I find the deepest satisfaction. So there you go.